Hey there, Smart Garden family. Welcome back to the channel. If you're anything like me, you've probably stood in your garden, looking at a pile of old newspapers or cardboard boxes, wondering if these everyday materials could actually transform your soil and save your plants. Well, today we're diving deep into one of gardening's most practical debates: shredded paper versus cardboard as mulch. This isn't just about recycling. It's about understanding which material will genuinely make your garden thrive. So let's settle this showdown once and for all. Before we crown a winner, let's understand what makes each material tick. Shredded paper enters the ring as the quick change artist of the mulch world. Whether it's newspaper, office paper, or even junk mail, shredded paper decomposes rapidly, typically breaking down within just a few months. This speedy transformation means it's constantly feeding your soil with organic matter, creating that rich, dark humus that makes plants sing with joy. The decomposition process is like a dinner bell for earthworms, those underground heroes that tunnel through your soil, aerating it and dragging organic material deeper, where plant roots can access it. What's particularly beautiful about shredded paper is its texture. When applied correctly, it allows water to penetrate relatively evenly while still providing coverage. Plus, let's be honest, it's completely free if you're already generating paper waste at home. Cardboard, on the other hand, is the marathon runner. Steady, durable, and built for endurance. When you lay down sheets of cardboard, you're essentially creating a fortress against weeds. Those thick, layered fibers block sunlight so effectively that even the most determined dandelions struggle to break through. A single cardboard application can maintain its structure for 6 to 12 months, making it the go-to choice for gardeners establishing new beds or creating permanent pathways. Cardboard has become synonymous with no-till gardening methods like lasagna gardening and sheet mulching, where you're literally building soil on top of existing lawn or weedy areas without breaking your back with a spade. When properly moistened, cardboard acts like a sponge, holding moisture against the soil surface and creating a consistently damp environment that beneficial microorganisms absolutely love. Here's where the rubber meets the road, or rather, where the mulch meets the soil. When it comes to weed suppression, cardboard takes a commanding lead. Its solid sheets create an impenetrable barrier that smothers existing vegetation and prevents new seeds from germinating by blocking all light. If you're starting a new garden bed on top of grass or tackling a seriously weedy area, cardboard is your champion. Shredded paper, while it does suppress weeds to a degree, simply can't match cardboard's blocking power, especially if applied in thin layers or allowed to separate and create gaps. However, the tables turn when we talk about soil enrichment and biological activity. Shredded paper breaks down so much faster than cardboard that it's constantly adding organic matter to your soil. This rapid decomposition means your soil structure improves quickly, becoming more crumbly, better draining, and more nutrient-rich. The earthworms working beneath shredded paper mulch are noticeably more active and numerous because they can actually consume and process this material relatively easily. Cardboard, being tougher and more lignin-rich, takes considerably longer to break down, meaning it adds organic matter at a much slower pace. While this durability makes it great for long-term weed control, it's not doing much to feed your soil in the short term. Water management reveals another fascinating distinction. Shredded paper, with its loose, layered structure, generally allows water to penetrate through to the soil fairly readily, though it must be kept covered or weighted down to prevent matting when wet and blowing away when dry. Cardboard presents a more complex water relationship. When initially moistened, it holds water beautifully against the soil. However, if cardboard dries out completely, which can happen during hot, dry spells, it can become hydrophobic, actually repelling water and preventing it from reaching the soil beneath. This means cardboard requires more monitoring and occasional soaking to maintain its effectiveness. The question isn't really which mulch wins overall, but which wins for your specific situation. Shredded paper shines brilliantly in vegetable gardens and annual flower beds where you're replanting each season. Because it decomposes quickly, you're essentially composting in place, enriching the soil continuously and preparing it for the next crop. It's perfect for established garden beds, where weeds are already under control, and your main goal is building soil health. If you're growing heavy feeders like tomatoes, squash, or corn, that constant addition of organic matter from decomposing paper gives you a real edge. Cardboard absolutely dominates when you're creating new garden space, especially if you're converting lawn or tackling seriously weedy ground. The sheet mulching method, where you layer cardboard over existing vegetation and then pile compost and other organic materials on top, lets you create productive garden beds without tilling or removing existing plants. Cardboard is also unbeatable for garden pathways where you want long-lasting weed suppression without constant maintenance. For perennial beds and around trees and shrubs where you're not disturbing the soil annually, cardboard's durability means less frequent mulch replacement. If you choose shredded paper, apply it in layers about 2 to 3 inches thick, and always cover it with a heavier mulch like wood chips, straw, or compost. This prevents the matting problem and keeps it from blowing across your yard. Because paper decomposition temporarily ties up nitrogen as microorganisms break it down, consider adding a nitrogen source like grass clippings, aged manure, or a slow-release organic fertilizer when you apply it. Mix your paper types too. Newspaper combined with office paper creates a better texture than either alone. Avoid glossy paper and anything with heavy colored inks if you're concerned about additives, though modern soy-based inks are generally safe. For cardboard applications, remove all tape, labels, and heavily printed sections. Overlap your sheets by at least 6 inches to prevent weed breakthrough at the seams. Soak the cardboard thoroughly before and after laying it down. This helps it conform to the soil surface and kickstarts the decomposition process. If you're sheet mulching, pile at least 3 to 4 inches of compost or other organic material on top of the cardboard to weigh it down and provide nutrients. For permanent pathways, covering cardboard with wood chips creates an attractive, long-lasting surface. So there you have it. Smart Garden Crew. The complete breakdown of the shredded paper versus cardboard mulch showdown. Remember, the winner depends entirely on your goals. Choose shredded paper when you want rapid soil building and nutrient cycling in established beds. Choose cardboard when you need serious weed suppression and you're establishing new growing areas. Many savvy gardeners use both strategically throughout their gardens, deploying each where it performs best. If this guide helped clarify the mulch mystery, smash that subscribe button and share this video with your fellow gardeners who might be mulching all wrong. Drop a comment below telling us which mulch you're trying first, and happy gardening.